From the chapter Magnetism, today we shall learn about what happens when a dipole is placed in a uniform magnetic field. So, what is a dipole? If two poles are separated by a distance 2L, this configuration is called as a magnetic dipole. So, a small compass or a bar magnet, this configuration we call it as a magnetic dipole. So, in this video we shall learn about what happens when a dipole is placed in a uniform magnetic field. So, when a dipole is placed in a uniform magnetic field, it experiences a torque. Therefore, we will try to bring out a mathematical relationship and derive a formula to calculate the torque experienced by the dipole in a uniform magnetic field. We will also find the formula to measure the potential energy stored in the magnet when it is placed in a uniform magnetic field, work done in deflecting a magnet when it is placed in a uniform magnetic field, and we will also learn about what is magnetic potential in this video. To understand the torque experienced by a dipole when it is placed in a uniform magnetic field, let us do a small activity. Here there is a sharp pointer here, you can see it. I will take this magnetic compass needle and place it on this sharp pointer. So what happens when I have placed this on the sharp pointer? The magnetic compass is pointing towards the geographical north of the earth. This red tip of this magnetic compass is the north pole of this magnetic compass, and it is pointing towards the north of this earth. Now, if I place this magnetic compass in a magnetic field, it will experience a torque. So, in this activity, we see how the torque is experienced by this magnetic compass. So, now I will remove this paper here and I will place a magnet besides this magnetic compass. Now, you see, when I remove this paper, again this magnetic compass comes to its original position. I will stop it here. Now it is pointing towards the geographical north and geographical south of the earth. Now I will bring a bar magnet and place it in this field. So what has happened when I brought this bar magnet here? We studied that a bar magnet has a field around it. The field lines travel from north to south. So here also these are the imaginary field lines that we have earlier drawn. So in this position, that is at the equatorial region, the field lines are uniform. Now this magnetic compass earlier, which was in this direction, has made certain angle. That means it has rotated through certain angle. So this phenomena experienced by this magnetic compass is called as torque. So how much torque it has experienced, we will derive a mathematical relationship to measure the torque experienced by this magnetic compass when it is placed in a uniform magnetic field. Now let us try to find a mathematical relationship of the torque experienced by a dipole when it is placed in a uniform magnetic field. So let us consider a uniform magnetic field. Uniform magnetic field means the magnetic field lines must be parallel. The magnitude, that is the strength of the magnetic field, is denoted by the letter B, and the magnetic field lines always travel from north to south. So this is the indication of a uniform magnetic field. Now what did we observe when we placed the magnetic compass in the uniform magnetic field? It experienced a torque. So now let us consider a magnet of pole strength M. So a magnet, this is the north and this is the south of a magnet whose pole strength is small m, and the length of the bar magnet is 2L. Now this magnet, when it was placed in a uniform magnetic field, it experienced a torque. That means the poles of the magnet experienced force when it was placed in a magnetic field. how was these two forces? These two forces were opposite in direction. What is the force experienced by this pole of this magnet? It is given by the formula force is equal to its pole strength into the strength of the magnetic field. So the north pole experiences a force F is equal to mb. The south pole experiences a force F is equal to mb. These two forces are coplanar. They are lying in the same plane. They are opposite in direction, and the net force here, how much it will be? The net force will be the force experienced by the north pole, since these two vectors are in opposite direction, minus the force experienced by the south pole. Since the magnitude of these forces are same, that is mb, the net force is how much? 0. So since the net force is 0 and the magnet has made a turning effect, it has rotated through an angle theta, so a torque has been experienced. That means it has been rotated on this axis to an angle theta. So we say that torque is a turning force that tends to cause rotation. I will write it here. So torque is a turning force. Torque is a turning force that tends to cause rotation. So what is the formula for torque? Torque is denoted by the letter tau. Torque is equal to force into perpendicular distance. What is this perpendicular distance? The perpendicular distance between the poles of this magnet placed in the uniform magnetic field. So now let us measure the perpendicular distance between the poles. So the distance between the poles is how much? 2L. Since it is placed in a magnetic field and it has rotated, now to measure the perpendicular distance, I will construct a right angle triangle. This is the perpendicular distance between the poles of the magnet. So this angle is what? 90 degrees. These two lines are parallel to each other. When this angle is theta degrees, this angle is also how much? Theta degrees. So from this right angled triangle, I will take the sine ratio. So sine theta is equal to opposite. Opposite means perpendicular distance by the hypotenuse. Here what is the hypotenuse? 2L. Therefore the perpendicular distance between the poles, is equal to 2L sine theta. Therefore the formula for torque is equal to, what is force? Force is equal to the pole strength into the strength of the magnet, m into b, into what is the perpendicular distance we have got? It is 2L sine theta. Therefore earlier we have studied that the magnetic moment is nothing but the product of pole strength and the length of the magnet. So in this case also, the product of pole strength and length of the magnet, we can write it as the magnetic moment of the magnet into B into sine theta. So if you want to write it in vector form, so torque is equal to, magnetic moment is a vector quantity and magnetic field strength is also a vector quantity. Since it is multiplied by sine theta, it is a cross product. So now to know what quantity is torque, since torque is a product of two vectors, magnetic moment and magnetic field strength, the resultant torque is also a vector quantity. So torque is also a vector quantity. Now what is the direction of torque? Now to know the direction of torque, we use right hand thumb rule. So what does this right hand thumb rule tell us? Means if you point your four fingers of your right hand in the direction of one vector, here you see the perpendicular distance, this is the radius vector, this is the radius vector, and this is the field vector, this is the magnetic field vector. If you put your four fingers of your right hand in the radius vector, a perpendicular distance vector, and if you curl these fingers into the direction of this magnetic field here, magnetic field. So for better understanding, I will do it like this, you see. So here the fingers of the right hand are in direction of one vector, and when you curl it, they are in this direction of this magnetic field. The thumb points in the upward direction. The thumb shows the direction of the torque. So from right hand rule, we understand that in this case the direction of the torque is out of this page here, out of this page. So to know in which direction the torque is positive or negative, so we understood the direction of torque by right hand thumb rule. Now to know in which direction torque is positive, torque is positive and negative, torque is positive and negative. So if the torque on the object is in anti-clockwise direction, then we say that the torque is positive. If the torque means rotating force, rotating force on the object is in anti-clockwise direction, anti-clockwise direction, then the torque is positive, then the torque is positive. That means here you see, in this case the magnet was placed in a uniform magnetic field here. So you see the torque experienced by this magnetic dipole placed in this uniform magnetic field is what? This pole is experiencing upward force and this pole is experiencing downward force. Therefore they are moving in which direction? Anti-clockwise direction. Therefore the torque experienced in this case is what? Positive. Second case, if the torque on the object, if the torque on the object is in clockwise direction, then the magnitude of torque is negative, Now we derived a mathematical expression to measure the torque of a magnetic compass placed in a uniform magnetic field. What is the formula? Torque, tau, is equal to m into b into sin theta. So here we can see that the magnetic moment of this magnetic compass is constant. The field strength is also constant in which the magnetic compass is placed. Therefore the torque is going to depend upon the angle theta. So the torque on the magnet depends upon the angle between the magnetic field and the axis of the magnet. Angle between the magnetic field means, you see, this is the direction of magnetic momentum. So south to north, this is the direction of the magnetic field. So torque depends upon this angle theta. So now if I place a magnetic compass in this uniform magnetic field and if this magnetic compass has not experienced any turning effect, then what will be the angle made by this magnetic meridian and the magnetic field? The angle here is theta is equal to how many degrees? 0 in this case. See the angle, this is the direction of this magnetic moment, and this is the direction of the magnetic field. Both are parallel. So if the magnetic compass is parallel to the direction of the magnetic field. Magnetic field is denoted by the letter B. Then the torque on the magnet, is, so from the mathematical formula, torque tau is equal to m into b into sine theta. So here theta is equal to how many degrees? 0 degrees. So sine 0 is what? 0. Therefore the torque experienced in this position by the magnetic dipole is how much? 0. That is, the torque is minimum when the angle between the magnetic meridian and the magnetic field is 0 degrees. The torque experienced is what? 0. Now let us see the second case. If I place a magnetic compass in a magnetic field and the magnetic compass has rotated through an angle of 180 degrees, that means the north pole is in this position now and the south pole is in this position. So this earlier it was in what? Parallel to this field. Now it has taken a total 180 degrees rotation. That means the angle made by this magnetic compass placed in this magnetic field here is what? Theta is equal to 180 degrees. We say this case as anti-parallel. That is, if the magnetic compass is anti-parallel. Anti-parallel means opposite in direction. Anti-parallel to the direction of the magnetic field, B, then the torque on the magnet is how much? Then the torque on the magnet is, so torque is equal to m into b into sine theta. So in this case theta is equal to how much? 180 degrees. Sine 180 degrees is equal to how much? 0. Therefore the torque experienced in this case is also how much? 0. The torque is minimum. So in these two cases, when a magnetic compass is placed in a uniform magnetic field, we notice that the torque experienced is 0, that is minimum. Now if the magnetic compass placed in this magnetic field is making an angle 90 degrees, you see the magnetic compass placed here, it is in this position. This is the north and this is the south of the magnet. If it has rotated through an angle, so this is the angle. How much angle it has rotated in this case? Theta is equal to 90 degrees. Then what is the torque experienced by this magnetic compass placed in the magnetic field? So if the magnetic compass is at right angles to the direction of the magnetic field. So this is the direction of magnetic moment, this is the direction of the magnetic field. They are at what angles? Right angles to the magnetic field. The torque the torque on the magnet now is the formula for torque is equal to m into b into sin theta. Here theta is equal to 90 degrees. So sin 90 is how much? Sin 90 is equal to what? 1. Therefore the torque experienced in this case is how much? M into b. So in this case the torque is maximum. So from these three observations we notice that in the first two cases where the angle between the magnetic compass and the magnetic field strength is 0 or 180 degrees, the torque experienced is what? 0, and the angle between the magnetic compass and the magnetic field strength is 90 degrees, the torque is maximum. In our earlier discussion, we have defined moment of a magnet as moment of a magnet is the product of its pole strength into the length of the magnet. Now, from this mathematical relationship, what we have derived, torque is equal to moment of a magnet into field strength into sin theta. We can define moment of a magnet. How we can define moment of a magnet? Let us see. If the magnetic field strength is 1 Tesla, if the magnetic field is 1 Tesla, magnetic field strength B is equal to 1 Tesla, and theta is equal to 90 degrees, that is the angle between the magnetic meridian and the magnetic field is how much? Theta is equal to 90 degrees. Then what is the torque? Here you see what is the torque. So then torque is equal to m into what is the field strength? We have assumed 1 Tesla. What is theta? 90 degrees. Sin 90 is what? 1. Therefore the torque is equal to the magnetic moment in this case. Therefore we can define moment of a magnet or magnetic moment as magnetic moment denoted by the letter m as, so magnetic moment is equal to the torque. Magnetic moment is equal to the torque which acts on a bar magnet, placed at right angles to the field of unit strength. So we can define magnetic moment is equal to the torque which acts on a bar magnet placed right angle to the field of unit strength. In this way also we can define moment of a magnet. Our next topic is potential energy stored in a magnet. To measure the potential energy stored in a magnet when placed in a uniform magnetic field. Now let us take a magnetic compass, place it in a uniform magnetic field. From the earlier observation, we understood that when a compass is placed in a magnetic field, it experiences a torque. Now, how to measure the potential energy stored in this magnet? So, to measure the potential energy stored in this magnet, we have to bring back this magnetic compass to the direction of this field, original field. Then this work done will be equal to the potential energy stored in this magnet. Therefore, some work has to be done in rotating the magnet. When I placed the magnetic compass in this magnetic field, it experienced a torque. Now, if some work is done in rotating this magnet against the action of this torque to bring back to its original position, then that work done will be equal to the potential energy stored in this magnetic compass. So in this way we will derive a mathematical expression. Therefore, from the definition of potential energy of a magnet, It is defined as the work done in rotating the magnet from a direction perpendicular to the field. Why from a direction perpendicular to the field means, in the earlier case we studied that the torque experienced by a magnet in a magnetic field is maximum when it is perpendicular to, when the magnetic meridian is perpendicular to the magnetic field. Therefore, the potential energy of the magnet is defined as the work done in rotating the magnet from a direction perpendicular to the field to the given direction. So this is the definition of potential energy of a magnet. Now, to bring out a mathematical relationship, so let us consider a magnet of magnetic moment M be placed in a uniform magnetic field of induction how much B. Let the axis of the magnet make an angle theta. Axis, this is the magnetic meridian and this is the magnetic field. The angle made here is theta. So earlier we studied that then the torque acting on the magnet is given by torque is equal to M into B into sin theta. This torque tends to align the magnet in the direction of this field. So if this field is not there, again this torque will tend to move this magnet in the direction of this field. So now to measure the potential energy, we have to do some work to bring back this magnet to its original position. That means some work has to be done in rotating the magnet against the action of this torque. Understand? So therefore the small amount of work, therefore now I will write it down. So to measure the work done, therefore the small amount of work, small amount of work done in rotating the magnet, through a small angle, d theta is how much? Let us measure. That means in this field, what I am showing here, if this magnetic compass placed in this magnetic field is making a small angle how much? D theta, then we shall measure the small work done here. See here. So the small work done, that is dW. What is the formula for work done? Force into displacement. Here the force is nothing but the torque. Displacement is the angle made by the magnetic compass with the magnetic field. So it is d theta. Therefore I will write it dW is equal, what is the formula for torque? M into B into sin theta d theta. Now to get the total work done in rotating the magnet, the total work done in rotating the magnet from 90 degrees to theta degrees. Why from 90 degrees to theta degrees? When a magnetic compass is placed in a magnetic field, the torque experienced by this magnetic compass is maximum when the angle is what? 90 degrees. So if we rotate it from 90 degrees to any angle theta degrees, then we can measure the total work done. Therefore 90 to theta degrees. Therefore, to get the total work done, I will integrate this equation on both the sides. So integral dW is equal to integral from 90 degrees to theta degrees. It is M into B into sin theta d theta. So sum of all the work done is what? Capital W is equal to M and B are what? Constants. I will bring it outside. Integral sin theta d theta is what? Minus cos theta. The limits are here theta degrees and here it is 90 degrees. Therefore the work done is equal to, I will bring this minus outside, it is minus M into B into cos theta degrees minus cos 90 degrees. Since cos 90 degrees is 0, work done is equal to minus m into b into cos theta. So this is the mathematical expression to measure the work done. Now in vector form we can write it as work done is equal to minus magnetic moment is a vector quantity. Since cos theta is there, it is a dot product. So work done is a dot product of magnetic moment into the field strength. This work done in rotating the magnet against the action of torque is the potential energy. This work done is the potential energy. Potential energy of the magnet. The potential energy of the magnet in the magnetic field. In the magnetic field. Therefore, potential energy is denoted by the letter U is equal to, so it is minus m into b into cos theta. Here, so potential energy is a scalar quantity. Energy is a scalar quantity. It doesn't have any direction. Therefore, this minus sign represents the magnitude of this potential energy. From the mathematical formula to measure potential energy, the potential energy formula U is equal to how much? Minus m into b into cos theta. So, since the magnetic moment is constant and the field strength is also constant, the potential energy of the magnet depends upon the angle theta, that is the angle between the magnetic field and the axis of magnet. You can see the potential energy is depending only on this value theta. So this theta is the angle between the magnetic meridian and the magnetic field strength here. Now let us take three different cases and understand the potential energy in three different cases. Suppose if a magnetic compass is placed in a uniform magnetic field. This is a uniform magnetic field and I have placed a magnetic compass here. I have placed a magnetic compass like this here. I will write in a small way. And the magnetic compass has not made any turning effect. That means the angle between the magnetic meridian. This is the angle between the magnetic meridian and the magnetic field here. This is the direction of the magnetic field. This is the direction of the, both are parallel. Therefore, the angle between the magnetic meridian and the magnetic field theta is equal to 0 degrees. Then what is the potential energy? So potential energy formula is equal to minus m into b into cos theta. Therefore, here theta is equal to 0 degrees. Therefore, it is minus m into b into cos 0 degrees is how much? 1. Therefore, the potential energy in this case is minimum. The potential energy in this case is minimum. We represent this as what? Stable equilibrium. This is called as stable equilibrium. Stable equilibrium. Now, if the magnetic compass placed in the uniform magnetic field has rotated through an angle of 90 degrees. So, when this magnetic compass placed in this magnetic field, now it is in this position. That is, the angle between this magnetic meridian and the field is 90 degrees. Then, what is the potential energy in this compass? So, this is the second case. This was the first case. Now, when theta is equal to 90 degrees, in this case, the angle between the magnetic meridian and the magnetic field is 90 degrees. What is the potential energy stored in this magnet? So, the potential energy is given by the formula minus m into b into cos theta. So when theta is equal to 90 degrees, cos 90 is how much? 0. Therefore, the potential energy is also 0 in this case. Now, when we place a magnetic compass in this magnetic field, now this magnetic compass has rotated through an angle 180 degrees. That means the north pole of this magnetic compass and south pole of this magnetic compass are in this direction. That means they have made an angle of 180 degrees. This is the direction of the magnetic meridian now, and this is the direction of the magnetic field. They are opposite to each other, parallel to each other. Now the angle between them is how much? 180 degrees. In this case, what is the potential energy stored in this magnetic compass? So the potential energy is given by the formula minus m into b into cos theta. Here theta is equal to 180 degrees. So minus m into b into cos 180 degrees. What is the value of cos 180 degrees? Cos 180 degrees is equal to minus 1. Therefore, minus mb into minus 1. Therefore, it is m into b. So, in this case, the potential energy is maximum. So in this case, the potential energy is maximum. Therefore, we say that the magnet is in unstable equilibrium. Therefore, we say that the magnet is in unstable equilibrium. So we notice that the potential energy is minimum when the angle between the magnetic meridian and the magnetic field theta is equal to 0 degrees. Potential energy is minimum, and the angle between the magnetic meridian and the magnetic field theta is equal to 180 degrees. The potential energy is maximum. Our next topic is to measure the work done in deflecting a magnetic field. So how to measure the work done in deflecting a magnetic field? In the earlier activities, we observed that when a magnetic compass was placed in a uniform magnetic field, this is a uniform magnetic field of strength B, this is north and south pole. If I place a magnet here, this is a north and south pole of a magnet. So when I place a magnetic compass in this uniform magnetic field, it experiences a torque. That means it is making an angle theta with the magnetic field. So let me mark this angle as what? Theta 1. Now our idea is to measure the work done in deflecting the magnet. So when I placed the magnetic compass in the magnetic field, let this compass make an angle theta 1. Now the potential energy stored in this magnet, we have derived a formula earlier. The potential energy with the angle made by the angle theta 1. The potential energy when the angle made by the magnet is theta 1. Potential energy is given by the formula U is equal to minus m into b into cos theta. Therefore, let us consider this case as the initial case. Therefore, initial potential energy is equal to minus m into b into cos theta. I will mark this as equation 1. Now, when the magnet is rotated to an angle theta 2, now next case, when the magnet is rotated such that it makes an angle theta 2. That means in the original position the magnetic compass was like this. that the angle is how much? Theta 1. Now this magnetic compass has rotated through an angle theta 2. That is, theta 2 is the angle between the magnetic meridian and the magnetic field, theta 2. Now what is the potential energy in this magnet after rotating through an angle theta 2? Final potential energy will be minus mb into cos theta 2. In this case it is cos theta 1, here it is how much? Cos theta 2. This is the second equation. Therefore the work done in deflecting the magnet, so earlier it was the angle theta 1, now we have to do some work to deflect it to angle what? Theta 2. Therefore the work done in deflecting the magnet. So to get the work done, we will subtract the final potential energy minus the initial potential energy. So what is the final potential energy? It is minus m into b into cos theta 2 minus, what is the initial potential energy? Minus m into b into cos theta 1. So on further simplification, I'll write one step, minus mb into cos theta 2 minus into minus plus mb cos theta 1. So if I bring out this mb common outside, it is plus cos theta 1 minus cos theta 2. So this is the formula to calculate the work done in deflecting a magnet from theta 1 to theta 2. I will write it in words. This is the formula for work done. This is the formula for work done in deflecting a magnet from angle theta 1 to theta 2. Now to measure the work done in rotating the magnet from the field direction along the angle theta. So if the magnet is rotated from the field direction along the angle theta, what is the direction of this field? So this is the field, north south, so this is the direction of the field. Now I have placed a magnetic compass in this one. Understand? I have placed a magnet. If the magnet is rotated from the field direction, that is the field direction. So initially theta 1 is how much here? Theta 1 is equal to 0 degrees. Theta 1 is how much? Initial. The magnet is rotated from the field direction along an angle theta. So in this case theta 2 is how much? Theta 2 is equal to theta. See again, if the magnet is rotated from the field direction, originally theta 1 is what? 0 degrees along the angle theta. So theta 2 is how much? Theta degrees. So earlier we derived the formula for work done is equal to m into b into cos theta 1 minus cos theta 2. So in this case, what will be the work done now? Work done will be m into b into cos theta 1 is how much? 0 degrees. So it is cos 0 degrees minus cos theta 2 is what? Theta degrees. Therefore the work done formula is m into b into 1 minus cos theta. So this is the formula to calculate the work done in rotating a magnet from the field direction to any angle theta. Now let us note here that note 1. What is that we can experience here means, when will be the work done minimum? When will be the work done minimum? If this angle theta is equal to 0 degrees, cos 0 becomes what? 1. 1 minus 1 is what? 0. So therefore the work done will be minimum when theta is equal to 0 degrees, that is work done is equal to m into b into 1 minus cos 0 degrees. Theta is equal to 0. Therefore this is how much? M into b into 1 minus 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. Therefore the total work done is 0 minimum. So in this case we say that the work done is minimum in rotating the magnetic compass from field direction to the theta. Theta is also how much? 0 degrees. Note 2. When the magnet placed in the magnetic field, when the magnet placed in the magnetic field is perpendicular to the magnetic field. When the magnet placed in the magnetic field is perpendicular. Perpendicular means this case. Perpendicular means theta will be equal to how many degrees? 90 degrees. Then what is the work done? So the work done will be m into b into 1 minus cos 90 degrees. Cos 90 is how much? 0. The work done will be equal to what? M into b when the magnetic compass is perpendicular to the magnetic field. When the magnetic compass is perpendicular, that means theta angle here is here. Theta is equal to 90 degrees. Note 3. If the magnet is anti-parallel, if the magnet is anti-parallel means the angle made is how much? 180 degrees. If the magnet is anti-parallel, theta is equal to 180 degrees, then the work done W is equal to m into b into 1 minus cos theta. I will write it m into b into 1 minus cos 180 degrees. Cos 180 degrees is how much? 180 degrees is minus 1. Therefore it is m into b into 1 minus 1. So this is minus into minus plus. 1 plus 1 is 2. Therefore the work done will be how much? 2 into m into b. Now to study the relationship between torque, work done and potential energy of a magnet placed in a uniform magnetic field. So earlier we studied that the torque depends upon the angle between the magnetic meridian and the magnetic field. Therefore, to know the relationship, let us consider a uniform magnetic field. I will consider a uniform magnetic field of field strength what? B. Uniform magnet. Now, if a magnetic moment is placed here, magnet of magnetic moment M is placed in this magnetic field, and the direction of magnetic moment is also in the direction of this field. That means both the direction of this magnetic moment and the magnetic field are what? Parallel. When they are parallel, then the angle is how much? Theta is equal to 0 degrees. Then what will be the torque experienced by this magnet placed in this magnetic field? Torque. What is the formula for torque? Torque is equal to mb into sin theta. So theta is equal to 0 degrees means sin 0 is what? 0. Therefore the torque is how much? 0. Now what is the work done here by this compass placed in the magnetic field? Means what is the formula for work done? Work done is mb into 1 minus cos theta. So earlier we derived this formula for work done, mb into 1 minus cos theta. Theta is equal to how much? 0 degrees. Cos 0 is what? 1. 1 minus 1 is what? 0. Therefore, again the work done in this case is what? 0. This is minimum work done. Now, to measure the potential energy, what is the formula for potential energy? It is minus mb cos theta. So theta is equal to 0 degrees, cos 0 is 1, therefore the potential energy is minus mb. So earlier we studied that this case is called as stable equilibrium. This case is called as stable equilibrium. Now let us consider the second case. The second case is, now let us study that. I will place this magnetic compass in a uniform magnetic field. This is a uniform magnetic field of field strength what? B. Now I will place a magnetic compass in this field such that the magnetic compass has made an angle of how much? 90 degrees. So this is a magnetic compass whose magnetic moment is what? M. The direction of magnetic moment is from south to north. The angle between the magnetic moment and this field strength is how many degrees? 90 degrees. Theta is equal to 90 degrees. Then what is the torque? The torque is how much? Torque formula is what? mb into sin theta. Theta is equal to 90 degrees. mb into sin theta. Theta, if you substitute 90 degrees, it is how much? mb. Now the torque in this case is what? Maximum. Now what is the work done here? What is the formula for work done? mb into 1 minus cos theta. So theta is equal to 90 degrees. Cos 90 is what? 0. Therefore work done is equal to what? mb. So what is the potential energy in this case? Potential energy formula is minus mb into cos theta. Theta is equal to 90 degrees. Cos 90 is what? 0. Therefore minus mb into 0 is what? 0. The potential energy in this case is how much? 0. So this is the relationship between torque, work done and potential energy. It depends upon the angle between the magnetic meridian and the field in which it is placed. Now see the third case. Now if the magnet placed in this magnetic field, if this magnet placed in this uniform magnetic field is anti-parallel. Anti-parallel means it has rotated through an angle of what? 180 degrees. So this is a uniform magnetic field of field strength B, and the magnetic compass placed in this magnetic field has made an angle theta is equal to how much? 180 degrees. Then what will be the torque? The torque will be again mb into sin theta. Sin 180 degrees is what? 0. Therefore the torque experienced here is what? 0. It is minimum. Again here it is torque is minimum. What is the work done in this case? Work done formula is what? mb into 1 minus cos theta. So the work done is equal to mb into 1 minus cos 180 degrees is how much? Minus 1. Therefore minus into minus plus. So the work done is maximum in this case, 2 into mb. What is the potential energy here? Potential energy is equal to minus mb into cos theta. So theta is equal to 180 degrees. Cos 180 is minus 1. Therefore it is minus mb into minus 1. Why? I have substituted theta is equal to what? 180 degrees. Therefore this is equal to what? mb. So this stage we call it as what? Unstable equilibrium. Unstable equilibrium. Suppose if we remove this magnetic compass from this magnetic field. Where will this compass again come back? It will come back to its original position. That is called as what? Stable equilibrium. So here we have studied about the relationship between the torque, work done and potential energy, and we notice that these three variables, they depend upon the angle between the moment of magnet and the direction of magnetic field. From these three relationships, we observe that, you see, what do we observe? When the magnet is moved from unstable equilibrium, that is theta is equal to 180 degrees, to a stable equilibrium, theta is equal to 0 degrees in the magnetic field, then what is the gain in kinetic energy? We get this type of questions. So, when the magnet is moved from unstable equilibrium. Unstable equilibrium means theta is equal to how many degrees? 180 degrees, to stable equilibrium. Stable equilibrium means theta is equal to how much? 0 degrees. In the magnetic field, what is the gain in kinetic energy? The gain in kinetic energy, I will write it like this. The gain in kinetic energy is, the gain in kinetic energy is nothing but the difference in potential energies experienced here. So what is the potential energy in the magnet when it is in unstable equilibrium? Potential energy is mb minus, what is the potential energy when it is in stable equilibrium? Minus mb. So this is the difference between the potential energies. Therefore minus into minus plus, therefore it is 2 times m into b. Therefore the gain in kinetic energy when a magnet is moved from unstable equilibrium to stable equilibrium is 2 into mb. This is the gain in kinetic energy. Now we observed another observation also. 2. What is that? When a magnet is moved from stable equilibrium to unstable equilibrium in the magnetic field, then what is the work done? So when a magnet is moved, from stable equilibrium, stable theta is equal to how many degrees? 0 degrees, to unstable equilibrium. Unstable equilibrium theta is equal to what? 180 degrees in a magnetic field. Then what is the work done? So the work done is equal to, in stable equilibrium what is the work done? 0. In unstable equilibrium what is the work done? It is 2 times m into b. Therefore the work done is 2 times m into b. So when a magnet is moved from stable equilibrium to unstable equilibrium in a magnetic field, then work done is equal to 2 into mb. Our next topic is magnetic potential. So earlier in electric potential chapter we studied that electric potential due to a dipole as electric potential due to a dipole as V is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught P into cos theta by r square, where P is the electric dipole moment and r is the distance from the center of the dipole to a point P far away from it. So this formula we have derived in this chapter, electric potential. In the similar terms, magnetic potential is also defined. Magnetic potential at a point, magnetic potential at a point due to a dipole, due to a magnetic dipole, or due to a dipole at a distance r from the center is. So what is that we are trying to understand here means, there is a magnet which has a north and south pole. The length of the magnet is what? 2L, and we want to measure the magnetic potential of this magnet at a point P which is at r distance from the center, and this point P is making an angle theta with the magnetic meridian. So the magnetic potential at a point P due to a dipole at a distance r from the center is given by V is equal to, here the permeability constant is mu naught by 4 pi into m cos theta by r square, where m is the magnetic dipole moment, theta is the angle between the axis of the dipole. Theta is the angle between the axis of dipole and the line joining the point from the center of the dipole. So the derivation part, everything we have derived in this topic, electric potential. So basing on that, I have written this formula to measure magnetic potential. Here we can note one thing. If this point P is on the axial line of this magnetic dipole, then what is the magnetic potential? If this point P is here, then the angle theta becomes how much? 0, because it is in the straight line of this magnetic meridian. I will write it like this, note 1. So in which case the magnetic potential is 0, and in which case the magnetic potential is maximum, we will observe it here. So if the point P is on the axle of the dipole, that means this point P is on the axial line. If it is here somewhere P, then the magnetic potential will be how much? Here theta is equal to how many degrees? 0 degrees. Theta is equal to 0 degrees, because P is a point on the axial line. Theta is equal to 0 degrees. Then the magnetic potential V will be equal to mu naught by 4 pi m. Cos 0 is how much? 1. Therefore the formula is V is equal to mu naught by 4 pi m by r square. Suppose if the point P is on the equatorial line. Equatorial line means the line that is passing through the center of the dipole is called as equatorial line. So I will write it as note 2, that if the point P is on the equatorial is on the equatorial line of the dipole, is on the equatorial line of the dipole, then theta will be equal to how many degrees? 90 degrees. Cos 90 degrees is equal to how much? 0. Therefore, the potential V will be equal to mu naught by 4 pi m into cos 90 is what? 0 by r square. Therefore, the potential will be equal to 0. Therefore, the magnetic potential for a point P on the equatorial line is what? 0, and the magnetic potential for a point P lying on the axial line will be maximum, that is V is equal to mu naught by 4 pi m by r square.